Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Last week, we had that truck driver at the Sydney Harbour Tunnel.
Every time you hear that the tunnel's blocked by a truck driver, everyone is infuriated. It brings an entire city to a standstill.
Yep.
How can you not know your truck?
Well, that's a good point. That is a good point you make.
And I know that the loads vary and tyre pressure and all of that, which changes it, but it's your job to know,
but
isn't
if you're
it?
carrying different odd jobs as well.
Like
you know.
if you're carrying the Eiffel Tower on the back.
Exactly. You know, like
check
sometimes
it out.
guys that have to carry excavators or water tanks, and the levels are all over.
But we trust the truckie.
Well, you do
to
Yeah, of course you do.
know
Of course
the
you do.
height.
But in the case of this guy, it wasn't his truck. His truck was only 3.9 metres high. The tunnel is 4.4 metres high. And so he's gone through the sensor, and then the RTA, they've put up the thing, right, your truck's over height. And he's a bit confused. He's going, oh, hang on, what's happened here?
So he didn't jam.
He didn't jam, no, because it was well under the height. It was a pigeon that flew over the top of the container on his truck and the sensor. So the pigeon
Flew between his truck. What are the chances
Yeah,
between
look,
his
here's
truck
a
and the
picture.
sensor?
Look at that. Look at a handout.
Wow.
Look at that. So
Apologies to the truck driver.
that poor truckie.
Still brought the city to a
because
standstill.
he had to park in the Hessian Hotel of Shame. Have you ever seen that?
No, what's that?
So on the side of the thing.
So the sensor is before he's in the tunnel.
Okay, just a brief history.
Please.
So in the old days, they had a sign. Okay, and the sign
Don't
said,
be tall.
Its sign said just what the height of the tunnel or what of the bridge or whatever it was, but that wasn't it. So then came the bar. There was a bar before that.
And the bar was at the
bar,
entrance?
Yeah, the bar was at the entrance to stop them hitting the sign, and then that wasn't enough. And then they had some dangly chains that came down.
Like wind chimes.
Yeah, and that wasn't enough. So then came the sensor thing, which is before that.
So the sensor is
and that's not even mentioning the waterfall. Have you seen the waterfall?
What's
at
that?
The Harbour Tunnel. So if there's a... Because a lot of people who go through the sensor and just keep going. Now there's a cascading waterfall. You know the Phantom?
like a car wash.
You know the Phantom?
Yeah.
Goes to walks. He's got, his skull cave. He's got this waterfall that he's got to go through to get into his skull cave.
Yeah. It's like
how
that.
and they project a big stop sign. I've seen it happen. This big stop sign gets projected onto the waterfall.
Next it'll be a wall of flames or
Yeah.
scarab beetles like the mummy ride.
Yeah.
But so this happens.
It's almost worth being over height just to set that thing off.
So it's enough in advance of the tunnel that if you're stopped,
Yeah.
you can pull off before you go through the tunnel.
Yeah.
So if he pulled off before, why are we having these traffic holdups?
Well, because he's got to the thing. The cops of Highway Patrol have come along and go right. Then he's got to back the truck up
okay, so that's not instant. Gotcha.
into the Hessian Hotel of Shame. That's what
Right.
I call it. Have you noticed that?
No.
So there's two sheets of Hessian between four poles. So when the truck parks there, no one could see the poor truckie in the truck. And go, oh, you wanker! I'm late for my hair appointment or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a pigeon.
It was a pigeon.
So maybe we could use the pigeon instead of a canary down a coal mine. A pigeon flies above the truck, between the truck and the ceiling, to gauge whether there's enough room. What do you think?
That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. The pigeon set the thing off to begin with.
Yeah, but if we could use it for good instead of evil.
Good pigeon. Well, the pigeon's been fined 8 demerit points.
It's in a Hessian hotel all of its own with its neck broken.
So that poor truckie.
We apologise if we slagged you off.
And I don't think we slagged him off, but I'm just saying.
I may have.
He would have.
Now, tell me
It'll
more
only
about
be
the
a matter
Hessian
of time.
hotel. Is there room service?
You'll be the person sitting in the Hessian hotel, but it's high. It's for a truck. It's not for a
Where's
sedan.
the minibar?
So everyone see you and say, oh, that's just Amanda driving to work again, getting lost
Gone
on the
into
way
the wrong
home.
lane.
Of course.